If you're not familiar with the Christian liturgical year, then you may have only heard of Advent and just associated it with some candles around the Christmas season. Some know that Advent is a focus on expectation and think that it serves as an anticipation of the birth of the Christ in the few weeks leading up to Christmas. Now, while this is part of the story, granted a large part, there's so much more to Advent. The word Advent is derived from the Latin word Adventus, which means coming. This is a translation of the Greek word parousia. Parousia is the common word in teaching regarding the second coming of Jesus today. But for the first believers, it was a word that described the anticipation and longing for the Messiah to show. Around the 4th and 5th centuries, church leaders in Spain and Gaul used Advent as a season of preparation for the baptism of new Christians, culminating at the Feast of Epiphany in January. It was a celebration of God's incarnation, recognizing the visit of the Magi to the Christ child, his baptism in the Jordan, and the first miracle at Cana. During this season, Christians would prepare by practicing confession, prayer, fasting to celebrate. Over time, Advent became connected to the Christmas season as Christians celebrated the first coming of the Christ by eagerly anticipating his return. So today, we are inviting you to use this Advent season for these two reasons. First, to spend dedicated time recognizing the arrival of Christ, who is God incarnate. His first coming as a child born of meager means, taking on the sins of humanity at the cross, and then borrowing a tomb from which he was risen a few days later. But also, we want you to use this dedicated time to eagerly anticipate his return. Much as a child ramps up his anticipation for what's under the Christmas tree, we want you to have time to look forward to his presence. Each week leading up to Christmas, we will post 2 devotions. The 4 weeks will focus on hope, peace, joy, and love. We will also look into the experiences of Mary, Zacharias, Joseph, and Simeon. We want to invite you to join us this season. But one more thing, if you'd like to do this daily, we suggest Daryl Johnson's The Most Wonderful Time of All Years devotional, as it will help guide us as we focus on God's hope, peace, joy, and love.